Hello, welcome back to Homestead Glamour. Today we are going to be talking about homestead skincare products. The great thing about homesteading and gardening, and I'm very much a beginner in this area, is that not only can you grow some of your own food, you can grow some of your own skincare ingredients. I get asked pretty often about my skin and what I do, and I'm going to let you in on just a small part of my routine, and that is my toner. Every day I use the Homestead Glamour brand toner, and as you might surmise from the name, it is my own toner that I make here on my little beginning homestead. Now, the key ingredient in this toner is comfrey. I first learned about comfrey when I was in high school. I had a pretty bad case of eczema, and in the 2 to 3 years before I figured out the underlying cause, comfrey salve from the health food store really helped a lot. Got to thank my dad for that one. Big ups to Dad. He is Mr. Alternative Health and Alternative Remedies. He's Mr. Herbals. So thanks to my dad, I really, was able to get through that pretty easily. So when it came time to figure out what I wanted to have installed here on this property, comfrey was one of the top plants on the list. It's good for rashes, sunburn. I don't burn so much myself, but some people in my household are vulnerable to burning. So I figured I could make my own salve. And it's also good for fertilizer. I haven't used it for that yet. So imagine my delight, though, when I was doing some research on the herb, that comfrey is good not only for rashes and wounds, it's good for general skincare. I should have figured this out. It's regenerative, it's soothing. Of course, it's going to be great for skincare. So I now use comfrey in my homemade toner. Comfrey's got allantoin, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, which is soothing, firming, and tightening. And you'll find many skincare ingredients with allantoin, but comfrey has it naturally. It's not something that's been synthesized and extracted. It's already in there. It's got mild cleansing, helps with dark spots. I had a little dark spot here. I was doing a long-term test of Ben Nye Final Seal and it broke me out. So yeah, don't use Final Seal every day. So it fades acne scars and dark spots, which I don't have a ton of, but I do have a few. And who wants dark spots? This medium brown is kind of good. I don't need little chocolate brown speckles on my face. So without further ado, let me show you how I make my toner. What you're going to need for this recipe is number 1, comfrey. I grow my own. This is a batch that I dehydrated and put up on August 28th of last year. You're going to need a nice glass jar. This is the ball jar. You can get that at any grocery store. Rose water. I got this from the Ethnic Grocery. If you have in your town any store that caters to Arab or South Asian, Indian, Pakistani cuisine, you're going to find rose water. Or a well-stocked grocery store will have rose water. Now, anyone who knows anything about the history of cosmetics and skincare will know that the one and only Cleopatra used rose water in her routine, so this has a long history. Rose water is hydrating, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antioxidant. Very good for regenerating skin cells. You're going to need witch hazel. This is the kind I use because it has no added alcohol. The only alcohol in this is naturally occurring. And of course, you're going to need a bottle to decant your final product. So let's start. I just ran out of my toner last night, so it is time for me to start working on a new batch. First thing I'm going to do is take your comfrey and you're going to fill a jar. I think I'll use my finger for this. Start with clean hands. You're going to fill a jar about half full. If you are going to be using the whole leaf, this leaf I ground down with mortar pestle. If you're going to be using the whole leaf, then what you're going to want to do is just use about 4 or 5 dehydrated leaves. Okay. Smells good. It smells like tea. The great thing about growing your own is that what's in your products, and you know that your ingredients are always fresh, recently harvested, and therefore will have maximum potency. Take your witch hazel. And pour it over your comfrey. And then you set that in a cool, dark place. Get your lid on it. And you put that away for about 2 weeks. I have some here already steeped. It's super dark brown. It actually steeped for 3 weeks. So your next step, a little bit of adventure this morning. Take your clean bottle, which of course you can get at your drugstore or your grocery store. And you go about half with your comfrey infused witch hazel mixture. Get your rose water, which once you open it, by the way, keep it in the fridge. Add your rose water. Put your cap on. And then you are done. You have got a soothing, mildly cleansing, hydrating toner that helps regenerate your skin cells, fade scars, and fight fine lines and wrinkles. And let me get up in the camera here. You know, not so much for the fine lines and wrinkles. Part of that, of course, is good genes. Got my mom to thank for that. And part of it is skincare. So I hope you liked this tutorial, and I hope you will make your own comfrey. If you can't grow it yourself yet, go online, order some bulk herbs, get your toner. I did a quick search online, and I found that comparable toners with quality ingredients like this can run you almost $20 for 4 ounces. And my comfrey, you know, once I put it in, it's free. It's going to grow back forever, so it's basically free. The witch hazel, I think, was about $4, and the rose water couldn't have been more than $8. And I'm going to get about 4 batches out of this. So for the same price of 4 ounces of a fancy upscale toner with natural ingredients, you can get 4-5 times as much, even more, homemade toner. Okay, that is our Homestead Glamour segment for this week, and I will see you next time. If you like this, please do click the like button, please do subscribe, and I will see you back here next time.